right. Are you good? You can leave it on if you want.
We don't need a mask
It's
for a
fashion
video,
accessory, right?
but I've decided if I have to wear it, it'll have jewelry on it. So.
Nothing wrong with that at all. That's awesome. Well, last time we talked, you all had a lot going on. You were doing virtual events, and you were just, I think, reopening a few days after we spoke. So, how's business? How's it going?
Really strong.
Yay!
We're up.
Tell me more.
Closed for seven weeks, and we're up over LY. We had this month has been our third biggest month of all time.
Wow.
Including December's. I mean, we've doubled.
It's unbelievable.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
really,
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
And do you think it's pin-up demand? Is it people supporting you, all of the above, something else?
I think it's a lot of different things. I think we're doing really strong right now with gold buying. So we're doing a lot of buying from the street and reselling. I think that's pumping our top line up quite a bit, because we do count that. I think it's also a pent-up demand. I think more people are getting engaged than usual. I think there's a lot of different factors that kind of account for the last 2 months we've had really strong sales.
That's great. Obviously, I know
we've seen tourism coming back, which is great for us. I mean, Asheville gets about 12 million tourists a year through downtown. And I don't know about you, but I'm not in a rush to get on an airplane. And so one of the things that Asheville really has going for it is that we're within 1 day's drive of everywhere on the East Coast. So we've had a lot of people coming up from Florida. We've had a lot of people coming down from New York, just kind of for a change of scenery in some place that they can drive in a day. And so it's been that part. Tourism is about 30% of our overall business in a normal year, but we're actually seeing that start to come back, which is a relief for a lot of folks, in our industry and in others, I'm sure.
Yes. I know you all have a strong online presence. How does that factor into all of this?
It's good. We're getting a lot of people who are doing online. We're doing some online sales, a lot of online sales, more so than ever before. It's still a relatively small portion of the business, but the biggest thing that we're finding is the catalog the people who are looking through our online catalog, which is a live feed of our inventory that's in the store, and coming in the store and saying, on their phone, well, I was on your site and I'd like to purchase this piece of jewelry, and that happens quite a lot where people shop online, come in the store, and then pick up in store. But yeah, the online's been really, really strong.
That's great.
It's hard work with our website. I may be a millennial, but I'm tech dependent, not tech savvy.
Okay. That's a good way to put that. I like it. I think we've all become more tech dependent these days, thanks to Zoom and everything else. Are you all doing much with customers over Zoom or FaceTime or your media of choice?
A little bit, not a huge amount. I think we've done a few, but
that's kind of died off as things have started to reopen, as we get back to the normal. I think that we've done, we're not like the grocery store, like we don't have dozens of people in here at one time. And so we've had a lot of customers they'll call and say, hey, when are you least busy? Can I come then? And so I think that if it is a concern for folks, they come on, the after lunch lull or whatever. And we require masks and we have hand sanitizer everywhere and we're cleaning. And so I think that our customers have felt comfortable actually coming in and rather than Zoom or FaceTime or whatever.
Yes. Well, and I know it's more fun for them and you guys. So
for sure.
Your social interaction, I bet, has gone up 1,000,000%, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that we're finding that customers, when they are in, are staying longer because there's nothing else to do. I mean, some of our best customers have come in and they stay for hours. It's
like you just hang out. What are you doing? I'm going to go hang out at the jewelry store today. That's fine. Come on in.
Which is great, but
have a glass of wine while you're at it.
Y'all are clearly very good hosts. What's your biggest challenge with all of this? Is it the cleaning? Is it the mask? Is it something else entirely?
I think our biggest challenge right now is just not having enough staff to do the business we're doing. We've hired how many new people? 3, 4 new people since this whole thing has started, because it's been insane the last 2, 3 months. We've been understaffed for what we've been doing.
So this is in addition to what you had before? You've had to expand because of business?
It's been really, really strong. And I don't feel badly, but it's like, it's weird because we have a lot of friends in the restaurant business and a lot of friends in different industries in town that, are getting impacted, but for whatever reason, our jewelry store is really, really doing well right now, which we're really lucky. I mean, something's going right, which is nice.
Well, it's a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
It's always a lot of hard work as a big component, but
Yeah.
luck is always awesome. That's great. So are you still doing virtual events, or do you have any in-person events planned, or too soon to talk about that?
We haven't done any more virtual events really than what we did with the convention event and doing our COVID sales when we were closed. We haven't really done much.
We had our big annual sale. Normally it's every April, and obviously we were closed for the entire month of April. And so we had our big annual sale. It ended last Saturday. So we do a 10-day event, and it was our best ever. And that was all in person. So we didn't, other than, the normal posting on social media, hey, this piece was this price and now it's this price. We didn't do any virtual events for that. We are planning to open an estate boutique upstairs for all estate jewelry. It's like this close to being ready. And I was actually talking to a patron yesterday about, are you going to do a grand opening? And it's like, well, in the state of North Carolina, indoor gatherings are still limited to 25 people, I think. So it's kind of hard to say, hey.
I think we'll do a VIP opening with 24 people on the list.
Right.
Maybe we might do a couple VIP openings with 24 people on the list and do it like that.
It's kind of hard to say, hey, 14,000 person mailing list, here's what we're doing, come on down, and then have to limit people at the door. So we may play around with some sort of a virtual teaser for that. No concrete plans.
Will all of that information or all those pieces end up on the website, or is it?
Yeah. Most of them are actually there now.
Everything we have in stock is listed on our website with a 360-degree view. We use a special tool called the Vision 360 machine. So it takes a nice 360-degree view. It's like a video, so you can kind of turn it and look at every piece from every angle, which is really cool. It's been really successful for us in terms of cataloging. And
I shop on our website.
Yeah, it's easier. It's really funny. Sometimes it's easier to find a piece on the website. So if I think of a piece, it's easier for me to go on the website, use the filters, and get out of my chair and walk to the place where it is to find the stock number. I'll just go online and say, okay, I'm looking for a sapphire, it's 2 carats. There you go. That's the stock number, and then I can look it up in the edge.
It doesn't help get our steps up. But
That's
all right. We don't wear smartwatches.
I understand that, absolutely. Oh, goodness. Do you have any issues with people in masks and not being able to really read them accordingly? And how are you working around that?
We had a really funny one happen to us. Regardless of what your political stance is, we had a guy come in, and in North Carolina, you're required to wear a mask when you're in a store.
Okay.
So we have a box of masks at the front of our store, and the guy walks in the front door, and he goes, "I'm not wearing a mask. That's a conspiracy theory." One of our sales associates looks at him and goes, "I'm sorry, sir, but you're gonna have to wear a mask because otherwise, if we get caught," and he's like, "Well, I'm just going somewhere else." And his wife was with him, and then he left, and his wife was like, "What just happened?" And then she left, but it gets better because later on in the day, the guy comes back with his wife, and you can tell his wife has drug him back in here and ends up buying something for like $600 and puts the mask on when he's doing it.
Begrudgingly.
But he was just like, all upset. But other than that, that's the only real problem we've had with somebody trying to wear a mask.
Yeah.
You know, we do have a sign on our door and we buzz people in. It says before you come in, you have to like, you know, just show your face because we want to make sure that, you know, we're not robbed, which is, it's a, kind of a security risk. But other than that, I think it's been pretty good with the masks. All of our sales associates wear them. We did the Love is Not Canceled
Yes.
kind of sales thing. We have it written on all of our masks there. So yeah,
Awesome.
it's been good. Awesome.
Thank
Thanks.
you guys. Take care and
Have a
keep up
great
the great
day.
work.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
We'll try.
We'll keep going with it.